The Sol-Ark 15K turns on the generator at 8 o'clock on Mondays, just to run it for 20 minutes. I actually have the grid turned off. It'll actually run the generator on Mondays anyway if the grid is on. If you see this is yellow, then that is the grid. That means that the grid is off. This line going down means that it started the generator, and you just heard the generator come on in the background. And then this signal actually turns. That grid-looking icon turns to a generator icon once the generator is sending power to the Sol-Ark 15K. Right now, the generator is only powering the loads in the house. So it's allowing all of the solar power to come in and charge the batteries. So if you look here, the 4 kilowatts and 4 kilowatts. And if you look here, the 2 kilowatts and real close to 2 kilowatts, 1 point something 9. That means that this is just sending power to the house, which is this light bulb. So the light bulb represents everything that's being powered in the house. And I kind of want to test the limits of the generator. And what happens is, if the limits of the generator have been reached, it'll switch over to the battery, and it'll try to turn on the generator power, will come back on. And if I don't lower the power in the house, it'll kick off again. But fortunately, the way the Sol-Ark 15K is programmed, if the generator is receiving too much power, the batteries will take over everything that the generator was powering, and then it'll try it and power it up again. But if it doesn't, then it'll keep going through that cycle. But the reason you don't want that to do that, you don't want it to keep going through that cycle, because the contactors inside the Sol-Ark 15K, you'll wear them out real quick. And you don't want to keep going like that. So I'm going to turn on some loads just to see how much the generator will take. Right now only, I think the washer's on. There's only a few things on. But I'm going to turn some stuff on. I want to try and turn on the downstairs air conditioner. It's a 3-ton air conditioner, so I'm going to try and turn it on. But I'll turn some lights on. No, you know what? I'll turn the downstairs air conditioner on first. It's going to spike the power, and if it spikes it too much, then it'll disconnect the generator, and you'll be able to see the battery take over. You'll see the battery's arrows start going down, and it'll start going up here, and you pretty much see these arrows. I think they'll disappear, but the solar will remain. So I'm going to try that now. Tried to turn on the air conditioner and it shut it down. And the reason why it's not powering from the batteries is because there's enough solar coming in. It's 5 kilowatts of solar, so it's covering the loads in the house. But it will try to start the, you see, now it's back on. I think it's running the air conditioner. I'm going to go and check and see if the air conditioner is running. The downstairs air conditioner is running, but when I initially turned it on, you could see where it turned the power off here. And like I said, the solar is coming in at a high enough amount of power that it actually covered the loads and still covered powering the batteries. So I'm going to turn off the air conditioner and just let the generator run because, you know, I don't need to use all that gas. So I'm going to turn off the air conditioner and you'll see the power go down here from the generator going up here. And you'll see the power go down on both of these because now the generator, like I said, is covering the loads in the house while the solar is just sending all of its power to the battery. All right, I turned off the generator and you can see how the power went down. Turn the generator. I turned off the air conditioner and you can see how the power went down in the house. And that also brought the power that was needed from the generator to the house down also. And you can still see that the solar is sending its power over to the batteries, charging the batteries. I'm going to turn this back on once this generator is about to turn off. It goes for 20 minutes every Monday at 8 o'clock. I'm going to turn this off and then we'll start it back up once the generator is about to turn off. The generator's runtime is up. It just shut off. If I wasn't talking, you would have heard it. And if you notice, the generator icon switched back over to the grid icon. When I turned on the air conditioner initially, there was a high amperage going to the generator, which switched it off. And I think when it came back on, it didn't require as much amperage to start the compressor in the air conditioner, so it was able to run it. And also, what I wanted to tell you is that normally, if there wasn't any solar and this was nighttime, this would switch to the battery powering the house loads here. So what I'm going to do now is just turn on the grid power. I have a manual transfer switch that I'm going to switch it back over to the grid power. Right now it's off. I'm just going to switch it on and you'll see the yellow box around that grid icon disappear. Oops. Now you notice it's black now, and eventually you'll hear this click and the grid power will be initiated again. But it still won't send anything because the actual solar is bringing in enough solar to power the house and charge the batteries. Yeah, it's coming. I just don't want to be talking when it clicks on. And you'll see green arrows going either down or up, going down. That's it. It just clicked on the grid power. That's the fan coming on from the Sol-Ark 15K. But you can see the power coming down. It's not sending much because pretty much the solar is running everything. You saw the green arrow stop. And that's it on that. I just wanted to show that.